We have siblings. You start a business. Your siblings like, I love you. I want to see you succeed. She's not supposed to reap any rewards because she loves you.
Look. Like,
it's like you giving me 2 rand, I give a pressure lotto, and then go for shata lotto.
I never. Morally. I'm not. There's nothing that's binding me, dog.
What do you feel is the appropriate event, according to Africans, to bring a gift for? And 2, why do we take off the price tags?
Someone will come to you. For an example, you buy a car, and then someone will be saying, "Shit, that's a nice car. How much are you paying for that?"
What's the sensitivity around that?
Dog.
Why?
I've never asked it, but I just want to understand.
Yeah, if you want to know, go to the dealership.
Oh. I've never asked someone
That's
that
why
question.
it comes across.
I just want to know
Whenever our people have been silenced, and we get silenced with the word xenophobia.
Yeah.
Whenever there's certain issues and concerns around anyone that is in the country that is not legally in the country, né? The first thing that we South Africans get painted with is you're xenophobic. And I think it's very unfair.
Yeah, but the Njalo situation is crazy because.
But how do you not renew your liquor license if you're a big deal and you're doing well?
And it's not like, and then not so long ago, before the elections, ANC had a meeting there, so they even have connections.
Exactly.
How is this even happening? I feel like someone's trying to prove a point.
Yeah, somebody is probably trying to prove a point. Yeah, true.
Plus,
it would have
more
been
popular now.
covered.
So someone was saying,
Someone is not.
Someone had it out for them.
Somebody's angry somewhere.
Someone is
Yes, that's what No, he's warming up to me, and I'm saying that because I used to make him very uncomfortable with everything I do, and it's just like because I'd be tight. Now he's just like, when you have,
falling in love.
like that one.
I'm falling in love.
Gary, go ahead and keep the contact down.
I'm falling in love. Falling in love with you.
No lines. Really? I don't know. It's starting the show. God damn.
No, we done. No, I mean, they heard everything.
We done. It's sad. Fine.
I will tell me.
Dun, dun, goes on.
In
Is it
love
because we are old?
with you.
Jagas cafe, it's okay.
Nah, keep it.
You gotta love me. Welcome to MSG for the podcast. My name is Cardi. From the ghetto, I got the boys who presumably are now falling in love.
No, singers.
They're falling in love.
No, we were dancing the other time. Now we're singers.
Yeah.
Because they literally. Oh my god.
Fuck me.
Hectic. But I think it caught like a bit of it.
It should have.
Do you think it's safe to continue?
From here.
Continue, madam.
Okay, that's fine. I'm so sorry for not switching on my mic, sleeping on the job. But anyway, this is how we do it. To my left, which is going to be your right. We got the boy Khuti on a so easy, man easy. Panty.
Masipao.
Fuck it, 50 fucked up.
50 fucked up.
What?
50 fucked up.
My brother, what's going on there?
These guys are losing it.
And then to my right, which is your left, you got the boy. Oh, actually, the man, he's called the Sukhodom Choose, the man who I wish had a less ego. Abuti take a roar, Abuti wani pulse way. Abuti wa, yebo, lapo, babuna is, Zin, Mr. Mula, Nand. One time, 50 fucked up. And then, behind the camera, we got the boy, I haven't done this in such a long time. It actually feels weird. And the camera got the man who I wish was a nice person, because every time you ask him for something, he says,
Yeah, man.
Ah, man. We call him the Dark Knight. We call him the Batman. But hey, man, if you're that close to him, you can just call him Kagiso. But you know, the only peace you get for him is the peace you get when your heart is broken.
Oh, my God. How?
That'd be a nice ad.
I 50 fucked up Sky.
Well, and most importantly, let's welcome the VVIP of every show, which is yo. Doom, doom, doom.
Soldier Boy
Doom,
Tanner.
doom, 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 doom. How many subbies are you on right now?
500.
Are we over five
something?
something? Oh, shout out. So yeah,
Going to 6.
we're approaching. So shout out to you guys. We really do appreciate you. We love it. Don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. To, you know, hit that notification bell so they can hear us coming down the street in case they ask, yeah. And like Namani would say, man, it's the only time where you are actually really excited to be on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Before we start the show, I really want to just send a huge shout out to a friend of mine who got me a sippy cup because apparently it's the GSL thing. Shout out to Zanela Patela. She said she wants to see it on the podcast. I am drinking off the sippy cup, which actually brings me to our show opener. So, yesterday was my friend's party. Do you get what I mean? So I wanted to drop off a graduation gift for her, which I did. And it had me thinking of South African gift culture. Right. So this is a two-way question. One, what do you feel is the appropriate event, according to Africans, to bring a gift for? And two, why do we take off the price tags? I know that's weird, but that's like what's that one thing you feel like is embarrassing to go to a gift? That one event that you feel like it's embarrassing to go to it without like a gift?
Birthday. And baby shower.
Anything that you're invited to, so if you take a gift, is
Nah, dog. Nah. Give fitlily. Okay, maybe go the pry. Maybe I can come with something to contribute, not the present type of thing.
It's a gift to a certain extent.
It becomes a gift too because it's a contribution.
Because everyone will it's not for you alone. Basically, everyone will be enjoying whatever.
Maramfana, Pela, if you are saying it becomes endless because I can invite you to go to Groove. It's an invitation. What are you supposed to bring with, dog? We're going to a club, my nigga. We're going to a club.
At least I got the water.
Okay, maybe nah.
I don't know. Like I think contribution is contribution. It shouldn't necessarily be seen as gifting. I think Karen is driving
them.
Huh?
We need to separate.
Yeah, we need to separate them. Like
gifting.
She's asking what event or what would be appropriate as a gift to take to a specific event.
No, what event?
Yeah.
Is appropriate for you to bring a gift?
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. What event is?
It's an event whereby nothing is being celebrated.
No, you can't say that either.
Nah, dog. If
it's an event where something is being celebrated.
Yeah, if it's an
graduation
event.
is the other way.
It's the other way, man. Fuck me. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
So you can't bring a gift to like funerals and whatnot.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
But people bring gifts to funerals all the time.
Yeah, they do. But you don't invite
hidden children.
But you don't invite.
It flew over your head. Never mind.
So when
I said people bring gifts to funerals which are hidden children.
I'm getting it now.
Hidden children.
Yeah. So for me, it's
that's deep. God damn.
It's events where if we are celebrating, then a gift is needed. If we're not celebrating anything, no.
You see,
I like that. That sums it up beautifully, because I feel like you see, yes.
So yeah.
Wait.
No, LSG on a point.
Yeah, that's
if we're not celebrating, then you can contribute. But if we're celebrating,
but you can do both, even when we're celebrating. For example,
I'm not saying you can't. But I'm saying contribution.
It's mandatory to have a gift when you're celebrating. That's what
I feel that way. Yes. But if you're not celebrating, then a contribution. You can just. So, for example, if there's a funeral mohai, you won't bring a gift. We're not celebrating,
and we're not inviting either.
I can bring a gift,
but now
I bring flowers.
But now, if you can bring a contribution or understand what it takes to get like a chicken, whatever, you can contribute.
Shit, got it home.
Invite.
Hey, my boy.
You don't invite a person to your funeral?
To a funeral. Actually, some funerals we do, actually.
Really?
Depends on who you are in the social hierarchy.
Okay.
For real?
Okay.
Yeah, because if funeral yamadiba.
Yeah, it depends on where you are on the social hierarchy scale. There's some funerals you just. That's why majority of big people have memorial services, because they're giving you a chance to attend. But the funeral's a bit more
intimate.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like some people are very.
You also had a question about the gifting culture.
Yeah, that is what I wanted, because and then I said the follow-up question is, why do you take off the tags? Why is it mandatory?
I don't know why.
That is why I'm asking. You can't why me when I'm whying you. You can't why me. Are you a Mandela? You're a why?
I am why.
I think the price tag, you remove it because you just don't. It's like a sign of disrespect. When
How?
Not disrespect per se, but it's like you're showing off to your person. So if, let's say, for instance, Kagiso is buying you a gift jar 50 rand, and I come and buying you a gift jar 5,000. You get what? So it's going to be that thing. There's two things. It's either you're showing off, or it's just that thing.
I don't want you to return it.
Yeah, no love here. To say now you're gonna think less of Kagiso and you're gonna think more of me.
So if it's your birthday, Karen, and we all bringing something, and there's price tags, because there's some people they don't even mind asking who keep guy, guy. So you cut out and tell if you like it and it's good, you like it.
Exactly.
Also, doesn't matter what the price is.
Exactly.
You know, also the other thing you saying, it's now taking me somewhere, but you saying in yo, black people need to stop that shit, bro.
Then they're not doing that.
Yo,
They did it to me.
Exactly.
They
That's
did
the
it to
thing.
me at my friend's baby shower. I got like this very nice chair at some point, and then a week after they DM'd me and they're like, "Hey, we saw the gift you bought at the baby shower. Please give us the price and where you got it." Like that's low key inappropriate.
It is.
Is it the same person who feeling that gift or
received
the
the
gift
gift.
guy?
No, so we are at a baby shower. I buy the gift for you.
Yeah.
And then
Like a Lesego says, "Hey, I saw that gift."
Okay, that I understand. Maybe what
Okay.
they tell someone else.
That's different.
But the person that you're gifting,
shouldn't
they
ask.
shouldn't ask.
Yeah.
Because why Bible would say if
you know how I mean it, ne? I mean it like in a general level. You know when you buy something, someone will come to you. For an example, you buy a car, and then someone will be saying, "Shit, that's a nice car. How much are you paying for that?"
What's the sensitivity around that?
Dog?
I'm
Why?
I've never asked it, but I just want to understand.
if you want to know, go to the dealership.
Oh, I've never asked someone
That's
that
why
question.
it comes
much
across.
are you
I just
for
want to
it?
know why it's sensitive. Like, you know, sometimes we don't have the same social
Like you don't
intellect.
think it's gonna be
Yeah, so you want to understand
inappropriate.
what's inappropriate, because
thing
also
is-
it depends on how you perceive things.
But people weigh.
People never know how much you earn and
So
how
in
much
a
you make.
linear survive.
So they want to
It's
now
not coming from
gauge.
It's not coming from.
And there's
Hey,
sometimes
man,
some
I
friends
wanna
that you can
know-
tell, "Khore, this is
It's not coming
genuine."
from, hey, I want to know if I can afford it. It's coming
Exactly.
from, I want to weigh you.
Exactly.
To say, are you like?
Well,
how much is this?
there's some people, ne?
Oh, ooh,
Let's
now
say-
that's very
Yeah, that's the culture
That's
that we
nuts.
have now.
That's very
to say, I'm
Well,
not
what if,
asking
Nana,
because
I'm
I
a friend.
want to
and
know.
I've always wanted a car. I'm in the market to
Yeah.
buy a car. And let's do buy a car. Okay, and let's talk. Keep guy.
Yeah,
Then
that's
you
different.
know it's different.
It's a genuine question, because they ask you because you've been in the
We're not
market
that
for quite some
tight.
time.
We're not that tight. What's about what you yo, bro? Sure. Yo, okay. Why?
That's different.
You're not asking how's the drive.
Yeah.
Or how,
You wanna
is
weigh
it fuel is efficient. That time you know that person is not even in the market to buy a car. Why?
Mfana, you come
Okay.
with a new phone, they ask you, Mfana, you pay look.
That's why you're a kid.
We buy the ice store or we buy the chain.
Mfana, boxer thing, Iva.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. In my head, right? I think about a month ago, we bought a gift for a friend, for lack of a better word, and I'm not trying to do free advertising. I'm just saying. I went to Woolies. It was for a baby, right? And then I bought like baby clothes, right? And then when I bought the baby clothes, I told them it's a gift. And then, so what Woolworths did, which now is confusing me with what you guys are saying, because I'm realizing that perception plays a very big role in how we perceive each other in society, because they did something I didn't know. So when I said to this till lady, yeah, but I'm not sure if it'll fit. And then that lady says to me, how old is the baby? I'm like, Baro only 6 months. So I bought into her 6 to 12 months, right? And then the lady was like, oh, okay. And then she rang them. She gave me a receipt. And then she gave me what they call a gift receipt.
Okay.
And I said to her, And she says, okay, so for example, you can take your receipt.
Yeah.
But you can give them
the gift receipt.
The gift receipt.
That doesn't have
so
the
in any
price
sense that so it doesn't have, but the barcode will tell them
the items.
Yeah, and it also like if they ring that, they can see that these are the items. But I also what they're trying to do, for example, I got a gift. Anything that you buy, majority of like especially with clothes, the tag where it has the price. It has a part where you can bend and tear off, but you can keep the. So that I think that. So they're saying you can take off the price, but you can keep that on so that when they bring it back, we'll still take it back because they have that.
Barcode,
so already that explains to them that that's why the price was shipped off.
Okay.
You know,
and I also think the other reason people take out the price tags is, give 5,000, and now we're remember, the whole point of a gift is not for you to necessarily get what you want or to make money out of it. Get a gift. It's coming from that person's heart. You understand that? So some people do that.
But influencers do that all the time. Influencers get a lot of free shit and they sell it after. They just make the promo video and then they resell it. That's different, I guess.
Yeah, it's different. It's not coming. It's not
sponsorship,
like a gift,
if I can put it that way.
It's different. They're hungry.
There's no sentimental value to it.
Okay, when you say sentimental value, you get it, right? Let's do what we do, man. Because, if there's something we're going to do, we're going to get caught up in the mix of a lot of things. South Africa is just currently wild. I don't know, for lack of a better word. And a lot is going on. However, I think one thing I think is just really exciting to talk about right now, Gina, is this whole Miss SA thing. Because it's Miss SA week. Just this Saturday, it's Miss SA. Okay, sorry. So, the girls are out. They're doing a thing. The top 10 has been announced as of, I think, last week's Crown Chasers, because last week was the last episode of Crown Chasers, which is the series that they have for Miss South Africa, right? And that's where the ladies basically, like a presenter search, they battle it out to, till the crown. Sounds like it's raining. I don't know why. And then what happens then in the end is that by the end of Crown Chasers, which is the last episode was last week's in the weekend, I can't remember when, they announced the top 10. So the top 10 are the ladies that are going to be walking the stage for the live show that's going to be on SABC3 broadcasted, right? And it's live from Pretoria, Times Square, and stuff like that. So one of the finalists, her name is Chidema, right? She was part of the top 16. I'm not sure if she's part of the top 10 actually, but I really think she is. And South Africa went out with like an outrage of her. I think she's got dual citizenship, according to what I think. This is not factually correct. This is just an assumption. It's an assumption based on the fact that her mother is South African, Zulu, and her father is.
No, mother is Mozambican.
Mozambican, yeah.
Oh, it's not the dad.
The dad
is Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
why there's this whole
xenophobia.
Oh. So
both
the parents are African, just not South African, but she was born in South Africa.
So it's not really known if the mother is or isn't South African. That's why there's this whole outrage as well. Is why isn't the mother coming forward? And what's the validity of her citizenship?
Okay, so if you and I, God forbid, you and I right now, we elope, we want to do our own thing, we elope, right? And then we move to the States. I fall pregnant while we're there. That baby's born there, that baby's American.
No.
Aren't they?
No. So our laws, no. So our laws doesn't mean if you are born here, you are South African. So if, let's say, Nalwena with Zimbabwe, we come this side and we have a child. They will register that child, after Home Affairs, bank into bicycle Zimbabwe, because a child can be stateless, but that doesn't mean that child is South African. Balo you said pampiriko Zimbabwe, bareki yongwana lona mu registering as Zimbabwe. Remember, the child takes the citizenship of the parents. So if the mother is Mozambican and the father is Zimbabwean, Batakamo, and they get, let's say, permanent residence, that doesn't make them South African citizens. So that means the child being born here doesn't become a South African citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, because apparently if they are not citizens, or if they are illegally here, then that child will also lose citizenship. If their paperwork is not in order, then that child will also lose.
You don't get citizenship by being born here. You can get residency, permanent residency, or refugee status and all that, but citizenship, no. You can get it by blood or descendant.
So
but you know,
the outrage and everything that's going on, is it justified?
I think they are now under. Is it not still under investigation?
I could say because.
But also,
PA
guys, also if it can't be under.
Patriotic
I feel like it can't. Okay, just finish.
No, PA wants to take it to court.
What's PA?
Patriotic Alliance.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, the reason I say it is justified, né? I mean, I understand the point about EFF and people that are for her. She ticks all the boxes. Why are we fighting? She didn't go do anything illegal. Why are we fighting, né? But I also understand the point of view of the people that are against it. What of her screams South African? She's representing South Africa, so what of her screams South African?
Yeah.
You know, also,
And that's where a lot of people are coming from with the outrage.
Being South African is not only a matter of citizenship. It's the
even
culture,
like the roots,
the language. Do you understand the people that you're representing? I read somewhere where this guy was busy saying his 17-year-old niece or nephew was having that talk with his mother. And basically her response was busy saying, what does she identify as? She was being surrounded by the father and the uncles, which are Nigerian.
Yeah.
What does she identify as? Does she identify as South African? And if she does, what of South Africa screams out to her? That's why we get so touched about Tubari. We made Amapiano popular. How, when that is our culture? It is Kwaito Kamohari. It is everything about Amapiano is South African. It's finally Kwaito. That's why we're so proud of Kwaito. Everything about Kwaito is South African. So if you're about to represent South Africans, how is she going to represent?
Kakito's bringing valid points to the table.
Because
I looked at it at a very xenophobic way, but the way you're explaining it is very deep. Because in my head, I'm thinking, that means we are saying you are an ambassador of our country. Do you understand who we are at the core of everything? And just because you grew up in Kampe, Tegwini, Olundi, it does not justify Wuti. Upila is South African now. You know, do you understand the roots of who we are? And also, if you go fly our flag in an international stage, do you do it with the essence of who we are? Because now, and this is not me now you've enlightened me, because in my head I'm thinking, damn, you know, these are little things that we as South Africans take for granted. But I would also understand, as you're saying, why the average South African would be enraged by it, because it's just like, we're going to put you on a global scale and utoba jisa igusu soup instead of just mohodu, because you find that, you know, that's why I think it's also important maybe that I understand what she identifies as, because you know, South Africa took out a statement and it was like, yo guys, she qualified to do it. She's got a, you know, documentation of South Africa, and as far as we do, we make sure that is thoroughly checked before we give someone the go ahead to do it.
Can I just say something also before the other guys put in their opinion? You find other people, but we don't do the same to maybe a Van Wyk or whoever. Even though essentially racially they're white, né? But they speak into Afrikaners or white South Africans. Né? So if let's say she's speaking to black people from South Africa, if we're going to narrow it, né? She's speaking to black people, who of those black people is she speaking to?
That's what I'm saying. I get your point now.
Because whatever, even a TikTok video, person I'm in South Africa, if someone like, hey man, you're massive puss. You see people that are like, yeah, South African. Yeah. South African. You understand? Yeah. Papa foot sack. Then you know, yeah, man, South African. Regardless of what the race is. what is she screaming? Like, more.
I think it's a very sensitive thing, Waybon.
You know, also for me, the crazy thing about this whole situation,
I think it's sensitive because he's enlightening something very sensitive.
Normally, people when they are part of such a conversation, they will pull out. Why she hasn't pulled out? Because clearly everyone is against it. Well, the celebrities are for her, most of them.
But what people are saying now?
But the average South African doesn't go.
But drop her out of the competing. But she just like
saying, oh, you know what?
I'm pulling out.
I'm no longer.
And it's a valid question what you're raising.
Why is she not pulling out?
Because the parents are probably saying, and Ms. Essay also has released a statement saying you did nothing wrong. If you want to fight for the crown,
there's this other person who was saying, as a Miss South Africa, one of the purposes is to unite people. You are literally drifting the country in half because of when. And you're not speaking out about it. You're not saying anything. Like now, my child is half Zulu. That's why what is about Trevor
because they use the Trevor Noah chat. I'm like, guys, you can't.
But culturally,
black dog.
Culturally,
he's South African.
He's South African.
Yeah, culturally.
The vernacular languages.
He's literally South African.
So, even the
he drove a taxi at some point. He was a taxi driver at some point of his life.
So, that's an indication. What is this girl representing? And there was this other point also by comparably Beast.
Coming with valid.
Beast, the Zimbabwean guy.
Yeah, the rugby guy.
Yes, the interviewer Minister of Home Affairs. So what they can do is what they like to give Batubano Bakono computer kamo. But okay, it's only let's say more fara. Kenya, Ethiopia, Baba long distance, but no representative Great Britain. But you're good at the sports that you're doing. There's no opportunities in your country. How about Utlo represent ka? One understand. But that although it can be said similar to her, but in this case it's teamwork. You understand? It's a whole team put together. Captain South African and other people and all that. In her case, we won.
Individual.
We won. So in type saying what does that say about an ordinary South African where someone fly a jump all these borders or heritage wise jump all these borders after kamo at win represent South Africa when the roots essentially don't scream South Africa. I don't think it's anything xenophobic about that. We have the right.
And that's what I'm saying. The way you're explaining it, you're very calm about it, and it's facts. Like, so, honestly, is he not being factual about it?
Very.
Because these are very deep things to think about. Because
and it's a sensitive topic, like you said.
Because just to add for Ubuan, that's where now my fear comes from, because that means she's fueling the people that aren't happy by making that video. Because when I was reading the comments on the video of her with her uncles and dad, they're like, where are you from? And she was just like, thank you, happy. But people are like, yo, girl, you're already trending and you're making this worse. And I don't think she understood that the fight is not that, so it's not a Jolofina fight or what, it's a, it's like me getting married into, Moses' family, but I still want to do things the Mtetra way. Mtetra has to die for your family to because now we're becoming united in culture and in tradition.
I think one thing that, like you said, it's a very sensitive topic.
Very sensitive.
And one thing I've also realized in our country is that whenever our people have been silenced, and we get silenced with the word xenophobia.
Yeah.
Whenever there's certain issues and concerns around anyone that is in the country that is not legally in the country, the first thing that we South Africans get painted with is you're xenophobic. And I think it's very unfair because, we are now silent. Issue Esona, a lot of people are going to look at South Africans and think, it's going to bring back that whole xenophobic thing that we are only just painted with and so on. But I feel, we tend to be painted with this thing, meaning anybody can just come in the country that is not allowed to be in the country And
Can I pour petrol? Can I pour petrol into the fire? Can I pour petrol?
Practically.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pour petrol. Oh my God. For a moment, do you guys remember recently, in the less than 6 months ago, we've got 2 big South African people that made it. I don't want to reveal anything yet. Wait, let's do this. One was the boy in crutches used to dance for my cats. Second was the Bantu Bouquet kids that sing really well. Where did they go? Britain's Got Talent, but they're not Britain. Nor are their parents. They're based in South Africa, but they are competing for a nationality, like a national competition that's not from a country that they are. And how are they being treated that way? Kindly.
But they're not representing Britain.
Friend, what is the competition? Britain's Got Talent, our friend.
But my man.
But it goes back to what Kagiso was talking about.
The format of the show has always accepted people from around the world. So it's not about being from that country or from that.
It's not a patriotic show, and
nah, they don't have that barrier.
This Soweto Gospel Choir, I think, has won there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they went there as well. Like
Kapakia USA, where they've won. Remember, there's just a competition on an international scale, but they're not representing Britain. In this case, Miss Essay is representing South Africa and all South African
internationally.
Yeah. So, for example, Karen, you and I can get married, China. Is that child gonna be a Chinaman or a Chinese man?
A Chinaman.
He's gonna be a Chinaman child.
By citizenship, they'll be Chinese. But do you think that child, Ankalo perform abe Miss Chinese or whatever? Do you think they'll get the same open hands just because or let's go to Britain, England. Is that child gonna be an Englishman if it's a son? So as Hoiti Archer, why is South Africa the only one where xenophobia is left out? There was internet trend also where go Nigeria, for Miss Nigeria. I forgot that lady's name. She's half Ghanaian. She was getting death threats. She must go off the show. Why have I? Oh no, but they throw their choice out. Barry, we were xenophobic. Don't we as South Africans have the right to choose who should represent us on an international scale?
Also I want to comment on the celebrities to this country. Those people, I don't know who are they trying to impress or trying to appeal to. They always
just being open-minded.
Nah.
Peltuzi, we know from the get-go, anything in Nigeria, why well?
No,
regardless
guys,
what it's about.
They see more than we see, and they interact with these people on a certain level, and they feel like as a country we could be more accepting.
The majority of
where
people.
is your patriotism?
It's not that she isn't being patriotic; she's being realistic.
No. There was a time where these people they're selling drugs and whatnot. Why, when South Africans cry back, we don't want this? Xenophobia is the word that gets thrown around.
I think
we're not saying it's always right. But why, when we cry out, we're not happy with 1, 2, 3?
One thing I've noticed.
We are deemed as xenophobic.
One thing I've noticed about people who defend bullshit.
It's because they've benefited from bullshit.
It's because they're benefiting from bullshit, or
guys, wait,
and
can be quoted out of context. Don't say this is very sensitive. Don't say bullshit.
Okay, maybe not bullshit, but nonsense.
Let's
okay, maybe not nonsense. Then. Okay, I don't know. Give me a word, guys. Give me a word. Help me here.
Just talk, my nigga. Just talk.
Because this is very sensitive.
People who do normally entertain and defend such things are either benefiting from it or have not been affected negatively by it.
See a bigger picture.
There's no bigger picture.
Let them paint a bigger picture.
I don't think there's a bigger picture here.
Denigrating us. Paint that picture without saying, hey, South Africa. Like Julius Malemo told stuff like, hey, only the bedwetters, immigrants are hard workers. Paint that picture without making other people's feelings seem like they're not justified. Like if not Eskagiso, Akibatli, Chidema unrepresented, why do I have to be insulted first before you painting that picture? Why is an ordinary South African saying we don't see Chidema as a South African, although she's a South African citizen? Why do they be looked down upon and by xenophobic, of which they don't see her representing them?
Maniga, I remember You're shutting it down. Yes, I'm shutting it down. I remember a couple of years ago when there was this AKA thing where AKA was speaking from a I think we were going to play with Nigeria in soccer, and then he said something, but it was off the thing. In a soccer conversation, and then they twisted that whole thing. I remember even the celebrities, Sako Nigeria, dog. I remember Ice Prince came for him. I remember Tiwa Savage. I remember he already was not
When a
in
boy
good
was
terms
like,
with
when I come see you.
Yeah, I remember
When
Burna
I
Boy
get
said,
a
I'm going
moko,
to smack the shit out of
when
you,
I get
my boy.
to slap away.
Yeah. So the point that I'm trying to prove here is that those niggas, whenever they feel like there's a xenophobia that's smelling or something, you're coming from for one of them, my nigga, they are like this. Mara South African celebrities.
But also, no, India was doing the same.
Why are you
also,
mad?
Like,
One day, not all.
You should be shutting it down, friend.
Okay.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Sensitive topic, man.
Yeah, and I'm stepping on eggshells, and these boys are like, "Fuck your eggshells."
We can move on, man.
And I just think South Africans just really get disrespected with a lot of shit.
they do. They do.
We are one country that is too soft, and they are just dancing
Like
on our
now,
fucking heads now.
Atlanta, a law or only South Africans can drive trucks. Highly xenophobic. Zimbabwe does it. It's good. You're fighting to secure jobs for Zimbabwe. Nigeria does the same thing. Good. We do the very same thing that they do with xenophobic.
They
Why?
lose it.
Okay, so speaking of xenophobia, South Africa has its own problems, and as you suggested, let's be patriotic. A national treasure. A moment of silence for our national treasure.
Which one is this one?
Njalos has been impounded. Njalos impounded. Okay, in case you don't know, for context sake, we've got it's in Deep Kloof now, just opposite, just like not opposite directly, but opposite 30 kilometers. Makubenjalo is opposite like Zone 6 venue, like just the other side. Apparently it's been impounded, allegedly, and by ban kids about close to 400K. Yo! I say by Manjalo also, can I jumps on ice? Yebo, Lapo, Papuna. My first ever groove experience was Njalos. Njalos, guys, Njalos, Ukari, Njalos, Imunat. Oh, remember the one day you said, Njalos? Remember the day we said, I was like, nope, I'm not good.
It's an experience and a half, bro. Like,
Njalos is amazing. I used to go there when I was like younger than I am now. It's fine when you're young or when you really want to party.
You know.
yeah, practically. Like, they are.
The move there is crazy. Especially when you see it on TikTok now, there's people that
It's
are
like a club
obviously, yeah,
scene,
it's like it's packed.
Yeah, no, Njalos.
Yo. That's why what's you name it.
Credit card vibes.
I think also what increased its popularity is the closure of Konka. Because now there's never...
Njalos, guys.
No, but Njalos is
Njalos at first, you're right, also in terms of popularity.
But now it's
been a
here,
hidden-
dog.
Okay.
You
think that's where everybody now flocks to? But I think the prices just shot up.
Moja cafe bakwetsi, I felt kwala konkano. So now it's, and really I think they're also trying to take that market. That's why but they also worked really hard on I saw what they were doing because about like a year ago, sorry for interjecting, a friend of mine, Men's Not Hot, was one of the, what do they call them? Like promoters. So you know how they will book celebrities to party there every time so that they post. So obviously if your favorite celeb is posting about always being there, you want to meet them. So in turn you end up going there. And that's when I remember when they started the Club Scene Thursdays or Club Scene Fridays, something like that. She was like one of the influencers. I think the only influencer actually that used to host. Yes, they call it hosting, right? And I was like, Jalo's a Club Scene. So I've never been there for over. I think the last time I went to Jalo's was 2020 or 2019. Cause I was still like, someone can energy out jive and someone can I know ke trendy. Speakers at moody yellow night. No, absolutely not. But if there's something about Jalo's, it's laced.
Yeah.
You're right.
Vibe,
it feels like it is laced.
Njalo, I promise you, utonsa shelter go soon.
But spray something, Mumwe.
I really.
Kitty short boys.
I'll show it. Okay, enough fella and you read Leno Muti same time.
Like when you get to Njalo's, you wanna catch up. And the worst thing you can ever do to Njalo's is go to Njalo's sober.
Bro, you spend.
Have pre-drinks. Because everyone is already on a certain
Exactly.
level. I remember. I think the last time I went there, Kabona MT.
But it's nice.
But anyway, them being impounded, I'm stressed. How do they not have a liquor license? What? Does anyone know?
So is it because of the liquor license?
Yes,
I think
apparently.
it expired.
Because,
Oh, it expired. It's not like you've not had it. It's like getting
and they're
stopped at a
making
traffic-
money, so why
like- it's
are
like
they
getting
not
stopped.
renewing?
And that time they're more popular now.
Kakoloi.
How do you make
traffic
such
cop.
careless mistakes? Because you definitely know they're timing on mistakes like that, you know. And also,
And they're quite large for that shit.
that's silly.
They're
Like,
quite large for that shit. You're right to say, man. I mean, you can't be that naive.
speaking on which, did you see? I was on social media during the week on Facebook, and they're selling Tsalanang for like 2.7 million. I'm like, who the hell is gonna buy Tsalanang for 2.7 million? Tsalanang ko prawn fisher.
Oh yes, I've heard. It's still there.
2. They are selling it. Someone is like, we're selling it. But I understand because the person who's selling it is saying, if you buy it with its sponsorships.
Oh.
So it's currently being.
Is it still a thing though?
I've never been there.
Hey, they just took a name from TV, dog.
Yeah, from Generations. I really think that because at that time Tsalanang was a thing.
Yeah, and Generations was really a thing at the time.
Tsalanang was a thing at Generations at that time.
So you know, for the people from Makubenjalo, right? But that 2.5 million makes sense to me, by the way. I'm just gonna say because it's a business and you're buying the place. It
And you're
belongs
buying
to
it with
you.
these brand sponsorships because Hollywood Bets gives them money and they're saying we're giving you all
It
of
belongs to you. It makes sense. Ibile, that 2.5 million is small. Mfana.
Eh?
Yeah.
Right
that. Are
chop.
you going to talk to your banker?
Right chop.
You chopping Tsalanang?
I'm not stressed. Plus, look at.
Is there any other group place there which is popular in Fisher?
Yeah, there's other one. They call it, wait. Oh, mole nkare batho ba ntash mole yo. Ba behavior yo. Kwangubani yo.
Ah, we talk about it. Kangubane
Nkare batho ba ntash mole bana yo. And ba re ke ngubane le jomo. Ai mara ga thunyana ga bolaiwa. Na mana le group ka tsaba.
No, I'm about 30 brackets as well.
Aba that's why I guess I grew which make grew mo studio how to shoot a podcast. It's how do you so?
Yeah, but you know, the Njalo situation, it's crazy because.
But how do you not renew
those
your
niggas,
liquor
they
license
make
if
a lot
you're a
of
big
money,
deal and you're doing well?
And it's not like, and then not so long ago, before the elections, ANC had a meeting there. So they even have connections.
Exactly.
How is this even happening? I feel like someone's trying to prove a point.
Yeah, somebody is
Cheaper
probably
than
trying to
what
prove a
people-
point. Yeah, true.
Plus, it's
it would have
more
been- it would
popular
have been
now.
covered.
So someone was saying,
Someone is mad.
Lapha Palo.
Yes,
Peter,
it's
true.
cheaper
So
than-
Lapha Palo.
That's Peter, no.
Someone had it out for them.
Somebody's angry somewhere.
Someone had it out.
Abafa and ANC.
there was a disagreement.
Alcohol.
Yeah?
Abafa and ANC.
Yeah, I remember.
Alcohol.
Tell them to give me 6
No,
bottles of Don Julio.
maybe Katilia decline.
Bamu embarrass. But are really embarrassing now?
But it's not Tazurisha.
You want to you want to play with the big boys. So maybe they offended a big boy.
Yeah, they
And also, I don't know what's the appropriate time of pouncing on these people because they literally did it Friday night.
And it's kind of a bonus montana.
They fucked them over, bro.
And there's a video on TikTok where the police they're lining up, bunch of a Laker dog, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dog? They literally waited for Friday
400K
night.
of stock. And then I keep Friday night, yeah, Boras man.
Why is that even Makata?
Baba, exactly, bro. Baba,
Ke flex ba Makata le ke
And I'm sure Bujala bola ba fitla kaofela. Aba fitla ko magabona. Ba fitile kana chom shia guwe. Shia mahenesi. Shia mahen aba sherile mfana. Sorry guys, we are not trying to.
Nke be re tshwere case nyana
Nah, man,
re be le
they-
yitla sa tafole.
they-
O bone ntse
But they can't do that because, you know, if they had to count that stock because when this gets resolved, they need to give it back.
This is South Africa. You know that song Yantena? This is America. This is South Africa. Nyegas pelele.
I feel tiko fela da.
Nyeke.
And then no one will know who's the counter.
Yeah, no sport.
Yes, but over
You go evidence
400 it's wheel, ne? 400K of alcohol came out, ne? But did 400K of alcohol reach where it's supposed to go?
Ai ne. Ito fitla mo le.
Babu, ba itsile ka mo fening.
Go tla fitla ang police station or go impound ba tat. Go fitla castle light. Let's chesa.
Ne?
Mabotlo.
Motlelo gone.
Ba lo qala ka di Don Julio le Hennessy. Ka go botsa.
The Ace of Spades and shit.
Ang nayo. But anyway, sorry, Jalos. At least people will stay home. If Lord Baba Shaila Friday, but I'm sure people who are not.
That you were pissed off.
No, people who are not, because Jalos is that place. But anyway, we're moving on. There's a lot to talk about. Before we say Cardi B filed for divorce.
Drip.
What strip? Not go work Cardi B. Cardi B pregnant and file for divorce. Why? I don't know.
That's the thing.
I want to know who the baby daddy is.
How are you getting divorced and be pregnant at the same time?
And then she took out a song.
And they're being separated, by the way.
Doing a lot.
Ooh, that is hot. So do you think it's not Offset's child?
No,
Sorry.
it's definitely not.
Definitely
No,
not.
it's definitely not.
In a second, yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking these two had. In my head, I'm thinking, Offset and Cardi B are back together. They maybe had.
Nah, they're being separated. They're being separated.
Don't you have 2 kids together, ne?
My boy.
They're being separated.
Because I saw Cardi B recently just took out a song, and she was just like, in that song, she was saying something like, I wanna get pregnant, so like she said something like that on the song. She's like, so I'm just like, okay, but whose baby is? I thought it's Offset babies, because like, no nigga wanna be my ex, because I ride him like a BMX.
Fuck.
That's what she said. She said I ride him like a BMX and no nigga wanna be my ex. So I thought, okay, she definitely wouldn't.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust that.
This man has no sense. But talk about it, friend. What's going on there? Me, I don't know. So you think Offset's not the daddy?
No, I don't think Offset is the daddy.
But what if you kill
That's what in my head, there's no way this child is not Offset's baby. In my head.
The thing is,
Damn, guys.
Cardi B is not like
Totally
any
stop saying
other,
about
many of these girls that go America. She doesn't give a shit, bro.
Nah.
No, she doesn't give a shit. I remember there was a time where they separated. And I don't know who asked Jorge, so what was happening? And then she was like, I was horny and I needed someone to sleep with. And then I slept with some who so and so. And I'm like, fuck, she doesn't give a shit. And she's the realest. Like, she's very real. Cardi B. There was a time where, a couple of years ago, where they separated. And she was talking like that, dog. And I'm like, fuck me. She doesn't do this hiding shit. She just speaks it. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think he kicking on her Offset. Also, Offset what cheated, dog. The first time they separated is because he fucking cheated. Yeah.
Cardi B actually no
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, and also a man that cheats on you makes you feel so insecure. It's okay. Not a trip, not a trip, no good.
No, like
this one's got a daddy laugh, man.
Let me ask you a question, right? I'm just gonna get into this trip conversation. So just to paint a picture.
You tell me not a trip, so no ring. Whatever. I really wanted to say. I almost said. I wanted to say something else was dripping. How?
What is it, my man?
Exactly.
No, say it, my man.
Lekau.
What's dripping?
Hey, my man.
How are we on time? They be nice.
Drip,
nice.
sip is corrupt.
Drip, sip is corrupt. Sip is corrupt. Shut up, Madam Cook. One time, let's go.
So, Lekau, he's having problems with his
Wait, guys, I feel like you guys are always saying this man has been.
Yeah, actually, we spoke about him.
Yeah, we did speak.
No, but this is a new come up where the wife actually spoke out about this problem.
So the wife is saying that, well, I'm speaking from the clips that I saw, not from the conversation.
I feel like women have terrible reputations. We always show that we turn on men when.
No, but now it seems like Lekau was the one who was fucking up from the get-go.
Okay, let's hear.
The way she's making it seem.
So
impatient much?
No, I just want to hear what's up, because now or the wife no
I'm also curious.
So recently there was a story first before the wife went to a podcast. There was a story that the wife got evicted from the waterfall what?
Property.
Yeah, property where Lekau was paying 32,000, 35,000. I can't remember per month.
A month?
Rent, yeah.
35.
Why is that getting too much?
So
That's what happened to.
So he dropped a statement saying that I don't know what he said. He found out about the wife, and then he decided to stop paying.
Found out about the wife. What?
Probably the wife moved on, maybe.
No, is it not when apparently the wife wanted to assassinate him? Hired people to assassinate
No,
him.
there's already a case of a manager drip where the wife is a
What in the
suspect.
Mission Impossible is going
And
on
the
in this
manager is a
unit?
lady. She's dead.
Shit.
The wife is a suspect.
Who's dead?
There's a manager that used to work at Trip. So it's a lady, and the
it's a
lady
woman.
died. So Ngati, they
I
killed
think
the
there was
lady.
a time also Lekau went.
So was
I
the guy
think,
dating his
to
manager? Or what?
Well,
Because I mean,
where
that could be
Lekau
the
ran
only
to
reason why the
USA
wife would
or
kill him.
Britain, and
Say
he's running
allegedly,
away
please. We don't have
because of
money for lawsuits. Say
his
allegedly.
life.
Say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sorry, he had to cover his ass.
He's running away because his life is in danger, and he's saying his wife is trying to kill him so he can take the money or something of that sort.
so now, after the eviction, the wife started speaking. She's talking about this man was staying at my house. This man was not working. I gave this man to start the business of Trip.
What?
Even the mother,
The mother used to stay.
Whose mother?
Lekau's mother.
Let me tell you now. Let me get
So I think we wanted that picture that came out where Barikisa drip mumkukung oli.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So the wife was saying, "Okay, that was the mother's shack." Untite Lekau and the mother from that shack or batu dula liena. Then Lekau ayeta like a shop, and I can chase us spanning. Now my brothers would come,
I don't-
package the
I don't wanna
box
lie.
and whatnot.
The boy's mother is always gonna show you place. He will show you that he's the
The
boy's
other thing she
mother,
was
not
saying
your
that-
mother.
She was saying that I think she spoke on the ownership of the business because the wife is claiming ownership of the business because
It's her
she
capital
funded
that
the
started-
business because she's the one that was working at the time.
Her capital. started
Right?
the business.
My question is, my nigga, listen, I'm gonna sound like I'm taking sides, but maybe I'm taking it. I don't care.
There's one person who's gonna get himself into trouble.
If I'm with my lady, she's working, I'm not working, and I'm like, baby, where's again? Kinakhana uqala spaza mara
Kina
kina
naqala
chelete.
GSL.
Spaza, ke bona GSL spaza. Akina nyoko, right? And then she borrows me money, and then I go and start my spaza, kistoka, kiako market, I stock my thingies, and then I come and sell. Does she own the thing?
Did you pay it back?
Well, maybe she didn't ask for it back, but does that make her own?
Wait. You know what? Every time I see fights like this in court, the first thing that majority of the time the lawyers will always say is like, what capacity were you guys in until you were in a romantic relationship? So did you make a contractual? No. Then it was a gift. You did it out of
Exactly.
love. So you can't claim for something that you did out of
Also,
love. But also, I'm sure
my
it's tricky to a
argument,
certain extent.
right?
But then
My
you
argument.
can't say because I'm in a relationship, I can't invest in your business.
No, but we never agreed on investment.
We never agreed on it
You
being
never
a
said
thing.
you're investing. I asked you.
Does it
money.
make sense for you to say we spend 600 rand on food for GSL a week, and then your girlfriend gives you that for a year, and then next year we pop up, and then she's like, I want 25% of the
Yeah,
It's not
I
funny.
invested.
It's not
She was
funny.
giving you money, though.
No fun, no
But
something
nothing
GSL.
also.
But did I say I'm buying a share in GSL?
What was the conversation? She was
Exactly.
helping me. Give me back.
So why batla share now thusa ka yona?
No, take those 600
We
times
never
12
agreed on
back. Literally, hey, in manch.
We never agreed on shares. And also, my argument with this whole thing, right? I understand Khori, she funded the business. She was helping her man package the shoes and whatever. That motherfucking business boomed. And you benefited from it.
Oh, boss.
You had to leave
More
your
than
job.
what
But
you
then
gain.
o tshele hore ke ntitse out here le moa hae mkhukung ka batlisa
That has nothing to
mamela.
do-
It has
that's
everything to
because
do
of
with
love.
love. No, it has everything to do with
No, it's
Donna,
because
it's
of
love.
love, dog.
Donna, it's love.
regardless whether it's love or hate. Her contribution played a role in the success of
That does not mean she has
Mamela, let me drive my point.
Okay, drive.
Let me drive my point. Haki Chaisa, when people put orders, I'll come with my brothers. If if Karen,
Lekau amokupa.
my man, no.
That's love.
I can say, I'm cool.
I'm cool, Pato.
I can say,
There's no contract.
Exactly my point.
having no contract didn't mean you didn't ask for my help.
Yeah, right. You're right. If I'm asking for you for your help,
Because of contract.
if you to shoot at GSL, then you must come and claim ownership.
Yeah, but that's like
That's okay. No, we're not leaving anything. We're not the bedroom talk.
There's no contract.
That was a first
Nothing assigned. You don't
It
own
does
anything.
matter, Chomi.
You left your
There's
job.
verbal
You were staying
contracts.
at Waterfall.
But friend,
My man, there's
she,
verbal
at
contract.
that point in her head,
A written
she wanted to
contract is
give
the
everything
only
because she
form
knew
of
she was gonna
contract.
eat.
Exactly.
And then now that it's
She
not
was
working out, she
investing
wants to
because
be
she was going to
spiteful.
leave the
Exactly.
And I divorced her. The court, it don't guy, share.
Nah, they won't.
It don't guy,
They should give her. She deserves it if that's the case. But like
No,
a
she
fraction
doesn't.
of a fraction of the money.
She doesn't.
It's a man's money.
It's a man's money, it's her money. She pumped money into that business.
The only time she's
She
gonna
worked hard for that money.
my nigga.
All right, let's quickly go to an ad break, and we are going to consult with Advocate Makhale. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Nah, my nigga. Nah, my nigga. There's a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people.
We have siblings. You start a business. Your siblings like, I love you. I want to see you succeed. She's not supposed to reap any rewards because she loves you.
Look. Like,
It's like you giving me 2 rand, like you pressure lotto, and then go for shata lotto.
I never.
morally,
Morally,
Yes, morally.
exactly.
I'm not.
Morally.
There's nothing that's binding me, dog.
Come on, water.
Exactly.
Bonus spousal maintenance. Baby tongue, matrimonial.
Spousal support.
Is that not based off moral etiquette?
Probably deeper than that, I don't say, but morally.
Why about to, no, my man. Why about to sign a prenup? Because the whole of
avoid such bullshit.
matrimonial what it's based on etiquette. When and because no spanning all along, the money out there, I'm gonna have to pay you money even after divorce. It's based off the same thing. It's not the thing. Okay, here's a contract. I'm gonna stay at home, look after the kids.
Nah, my nigga. Listen, in those
But
situations.
the law is not only based off what is written, what is not written. Can talk example, ne? I don't know if it applies to SA as well. Go USA, ne? If go find nyogo, ne? That's how nyogo. If you kill a karima nyogo and also patalwa win a lotto, I can come claim with interest even on top of that. Meaning I can come claim for a portion of nyogo winning just because one call lot.
My nigga, that law
It's sort of like
applies that law that applies to the spousal support and shit. That's because, my nigga, I was depending. It's because I was depending.
And Lekau, was he not depending on Sadwa higher
No,
for the success
for
of the dream?
business. See,
Yeah.
I think it is a bit different because now this is now a business.
Let's all ready to fight. He's like, no. I
She
said
was
what I
pumping
said.
capital. Nakanyale mato. The outcome would have been very much different.
That's
Later.
Nah, not too
Ke
samutwa.
motho a se motho a hae o beile matsoda for the success of the
Alright, na morata.
yeah. Le no ha morate o batla tšhelete a mfileng ana morate.
Aka se thole tšhelete.
O tla e thola.
Aka se thole.
O tla e thola.
I never.
It's very
There's
complicated.
nothing
Given
that's-
now ba ebileng ba nyetse.
she's only gonna get it if maybe it's in community of property, and that's how she's going to get half of the things.
No, she might not get a percentage of drip. But nyogo e Lekau a e tholang ko drip o tla e thola kata.
Anyway, that company is liquidated.
Yeah. Anyone who's dating
She's
this
not getting shit.
I'll tell you that so I was paying for the events for GSL and I
Seem
was
funny
buying the
when
chicken
the
licken.
relationship is going south. Everyone liquidated.
Because of the strokes I was giving you, nothing more. Me at this point, actually reeling you back in Street Squad. Tell us what you think about this, because it's very, like you say, friend, I'm still on my songs. Morally, yes. But business-wise, girl, you should have covered your ass.
Exactly.
I'm just being serious.
Should have started a business too.
I did not say that.
When your man comes to you and says, I want to start a business and you're working, you just tell that man, as a lady that's working, listen, draw up a business plan and
Let's
come
talk.
and pitch.
And you think people that do that are mean? It's because of nonsense like this.
Exactly.
So that we know what it is from the get-go. How about the morally correct one? No, it doesn't matter. It matters.
Didn't survive yourself. I didn't take until the Konkwane. Dr. Nandipha will.
Hi. What's going on? Why are you outing my guy?
Why are you? I was not even looking at anybody. What about I was not looking at anybody. Go ahead, outside. His last part.
What is this guy? What is this guy's laughing?
Oh, guys, not again. I cannot laugh again.
This guy is crying.
No, this one ruined everything because I was not looking anywhere. I didn't even have an eye line when I did that. This one likes to make things stick out like sore thumbs. Now he just ruined everything. You did that when I was mad as well because I got mad. And you're like, oh, Karan is going to be angry. Stop pointing things out.
He's laughing now. My guy is going to be.
We've had inside jokes all the time. You just ruined it. Pause. He's still elongating it.
Look at this guy.
Hello, let's Ariang. Do you have any other
question?
Do you have any other BTWs? I'm nothing. Do you have BTWs?
No,
I'm sorry. It's this one. He's a very mean person.
She spoke about the Nkongwanis. It's her.
You're not a nice person.
You are not a nice person.
BTWs?
Shit, I forgot the other topics. But you spoke
Slik
about.
talk.
Oh, yes.
Yo. Slik talk, man.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
You're the guy that spend your vest in a boxing ring.
We forgot about him because he's obviously just been very quiet.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
He started pretty ugly. I'm confused.
No, first he fought with.
Oh, it's been like a series.
Pretty ugly was like the third fight.
Yo, nigga looks different, bro.
Mfana.
He transformed.
Mfana, and he was very big.
Yeah,
like,
he was
big.
Yo.
So when I listened to him the other day, he was explaining.
Paint context. We have no idea what's going on. You guys are having an.
Oh, yeah.
Mfana, I think at this point it's only you that doesn't know Slik talk.
Oh wow! Because every viewer we have is your friend, and they get in your minds.
They are.
Paint a picture for
They are.
every.
These are all my friends, dog. You guys know Slik talk. All right, Slik talk is the guy that had a fight with Casper. The first fight. Just before the fight, he knocked me.
But who is he?
He's a YouTuber that.
There we go. Now you're talking like a presenter. Paint a picture. Drive us home. You see, now you're going. He's not angry about anything. Paint a picture for us. He's a YouTuber, yes.
Yes, he used to do. Well, he's still doing them, like reacting on news, celebrity news. And when he talks, he would be that guy that's hyperventilating.
Shit, gonna get one and snip his hair.
Can I see?
He's fucking thin, dog.
Yo.
He's thin.
Are you like, sorry, can I please see Kaki?
He's thin, dog. So he was
He looks scary even.
dog.
Exactly.
Why? What's wrong? Is he sick?
No, he's not sick.
No,
He looks healthy, but he looks different.
It's just that he used to be big.
Oh, he used to be like a fat guy.
Yeah, like he. Why are you putting it like that?
Sorry.
All right, so when I listened to him the other day, his story was shit. What's up, here?
Yeah, people make snippets of sleep.
Shit.
You see what this was doing? This was pointing everything out today. You asking a question about everything, he's pointing everything. You didn't need to say. Let's finish.
What was I saying?
Slik back. He's lost a lot of weight.
Oh yes, Slik talk.
Oh.
So people were surprised, right? People were surprised at how did he lose weight and why did he lose weight. So he explained that the fight, because there's a picture that trended after the fight. Ne? So he said, that picture actually embarrassed him.
Yeah.
He felt
like shit.
So he felt like shit, and he felt like, fuck it, I need to do something with my body because I'm going to trend forever with that picture. And very people just vundula this picture out of nowhere.
So
and
wait,
actually
Casper trapped him that day.
He trapped him. He was wobbling in that ring, dog.
I'm not wobbling.
So that was his drive. He's saying, he saw that he needs to do something about it. Plus, he looks like a confident guy, but I think that moment, he lost everything.
But I think there should be a rematch now. Now that he's obviously,
and Mfana is built up now. He's got
stuff.
like.
He actually looks cute now.
Honestly speaking, I
looks
first
like-
saw his photo before I watched the video.
Yeah.
And I don't know, something in my head was like, his voice would have changed from that whatever.
Even the voice.
Got like a deeper voice or something. You know what? No, I don't know why I thought that. But
And he still sounds the same.
no, it still sounds the same.
Of course, I think
You know, for me, this thing of slick talk.
But that voice doesn't suit him anymore now with this new body.
Yeah. He's supposed to sound like
You get what I mean?
with
like
the
a
brain
Denzel Washington.
Should probably grow a beard. Give him a bit of a voice, you know?
No daddy long legs.
You know, for me, when I look at that situation, it goes to show that not everything that's bad that's happening to you is going to affect you badly.
Yeah.
Because it actually drove you. I don't think
drove
if
him,
there
yeah.
was that thing happened,
He
was
wouldn't
going
have
to
gone
lose weight.
in this, yeah.
You don't think if it didn't happen? Jimmy, what's wrong with you?
I'm fine. I'm thinking backwards. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro.
Any other BTWs?
What did I say? Shit.
Nandipha.
I'm thinking backwards. I don't know.
What's Nandipha? What's going on with Nandipha? You guys, oh, is it the best thing? What's popping? When you whip, what's wrong?
No, they just postponed the trial to 2025 Feb. So she's going to spend Christmas again.
Is this going to be like a Senzo Mayua, aka Oscar Pistorius case? Like this just goes on for.
Fucking country.
The thing is, there's too many things that are going on in that case. Remember,
And I
There's
think,
always
don't
too
you
many
think,
things that are
don't you
happening
think
in
it's also
cases.
because cases get delayed and pushed back more often only if there's like high profile people involved? They just find a way to just keep on
usually
pushing
they
it back.
just conclude investigation and change, then they give you a sentence because they just think to themselves, this one is guilty, we're just going to find things that we're going to pin on them and then sentence this thing. But this one, they don't allow that nigga to get lawyers. Makudumana now needs to also put up an act in court. It's just a lot. But spending Christmas again in prison, that she must be feeling like shit. Now he's going to get a pub.
It's a good lady to get a pub.
And it's so late, Mbana, she's already in.
Are you saying something?
It's a good lady to get a pub. It's too late now.
Are we done with the BTWs? Is it a wrap?
Bongani pass.
What about it?
The less. Hey, the less.
Oh, people are so rude on social media. Did you see when you're not God? He needs that money now that they use on the. Is it for?
They went the whole lyrics. I'm like, shit.
I'm like, people are rude. People.
He's like, he should call all those fucking people he was mentioning on the track. I was like,
Niggas are crazy, dog.
I'm finding it all sad.
People are really
that
mean.
was painful.
Especially South Africa.
What is happening?
Dales. So apparently,
You know that All Eyes on Me song, Robbery.
Yeah.
You know, he was talking about his dogs in the game, and also there was a very flashy video.
Yeah.
And also, he's the North God, meaning, I mean, if you say you're the North God, it means you got money, you got bank, you know. And now, look at me having double standards. I didn't paint a full picture like I was asking you to paint.
Yeah, almost.
So,
Makubenjalo.
guys, it's nice. When I 50 Slik for romance.
Oh fuck! I don't know why we thought that.
So so he's just being known to be a North God. Also, it's Tropical Island of Treasure didn't make it any easy on him because he won like
Dog,
a
the
million.
fact that he stays in a fucking mansion in Bryanston doesn't even make
Yeah,
it easy.
so people are just like, why should we help? So he had a stroke, and medical bills
Skyrocketing.
they can't afford. So people are like, Kanchan, Ili North God, Kanchan. So there's the video, All Eyes on Me, and then there's a part where Burna Boy is talking Kasteki and Balatelan. So they have like tablespoon of steak, Balatelan like a steak. There's a part where Burna Boy has a steak. Ayo, Dales. And then Abamula tell us steak. But oh, guess who needs that money now? Or like, yeah. So people are just really coming. So like, I can back no process about your boys all in the North God, Libona. Boys okay and the North God.
Yeah. So there's also like a part in the lyric, Yapina El, where I think it's towards the end, and he's mentioning all.
Shout out to
these
the
big
Mega
shots,
Man
yeah.
Hosundu.
So, yo.
Ganja Gane, the Baba Shubabu, Bartamoko,
He
the Baba
literally said he was
Shubabu.
That's what killed I'm like, fuck.
And fuck with the 18,
But
man.
you can't fair vela kupebona.
I'm a guess.
Because when you're splurging and enjoying his
Also,
money,
I'm so
you
sorry
wanna
if I
pay.
sound insensitive. We didn't mean it like that. We don't, right?
No, you don't.
But
I'm sorry, North God. I don't have money, but I can EFT you like 10 rand at least. I think that's what I have in my capital. Let's check how much
the
our money
family came
Let's show each
out.
other our balances on our banking apps. I'm sure I've got like 0 in my banking app.
The family.
Wait, we need to send money to the
We are not.
We are. You're.
Gana kantiwa yung naman.
0.
If mali ako. Donating ngayon kene.
I'm sorry, Deleuze. I thought I was gonna be able to say do something. I'm broke.
So, but there's reports that he was moved to a public hospital.
Yeah, because that's what also everyone is saying. Like, go to a public hospital, and then
Is it that bad?
It looks like it's bad, dog.
But what?
my brother had a stroke and he never came back home. The
Pero
bed,
Barry,
the
he was
bed
not
was so comfortable, he never
responsive.
came back.
Barring?
But he was not responsive.
He was unresponsive. Hectic. Speedy
JVK.
recovery. Just throw, kucho.
Correct. Kitty bags, man. Correct.
Who did I correct?
He was not responding.
It's like
he was
unresponsive.
unresponsive.
We can say mistakes.
Makubenjalo.
Yes, it's bad. Isn't the mother also moneyed?
And then she had to fly from the USA because she doesn't stay this side. They must sell that machine, man.
Buzz on and another god. Are we done?
Once.
Yeah, but that's it. That's crazy.
Also, it goes to show because I think the last album that he dropped he dropped it last year.
And Hannah America,
That's the problem.
Friend,
Why
it's
don't you have?
exhausted.
Oh, it's exhausted.
It's exhausted, guys. The stroke is very. Can you imagine all the medical procedures? There's obviously intense
Therapy and all that shit.
and not only therapy, friend, like operations for the and this and this and this, and it's expensive. I didn't. Your funds are exhausted, friend, and also it's not a charity. You must pay. If you don't have money, get out. We need that bed for someone who can pay.
What happened to, what is that? NHI. What is it?
The NHI part bill.
Yeah,
It's still isn't coming to.
they haven't implemented it.
But to be honest, public, but I think it's just as good. Most heavy operations actually take place in the public hospitals.
True.
And one thing I've also realized that the private hospitals have the same doctors that actually go and report at the public hospital. So you're literally getting treated by the same doctors. The only difference here is just maybe
The nurse.
resources.
Resources.
However, and just comfort. Mara, treatment in terms of whatever
Yeah, we're not
illness.
dumping down the skills of the doctors.
Yes.
Very excellent.
True.
In some cases, you can argue that they might be better than Baku Public.
It's the same doctors.
It's the
They
same
just wear
doctors.
different shirts.
They just wear, yeah.
But chase up and then about para.
But go public resources fair. Go public about it's like schools. Bartender about to buy 5. You're in public bartender about to buy 200 to 100.
Yeah, 120. Yeah. It's the weight. It's the weight that is the problem for the public as opposed to private. Private is immediate.
Look at
Public is-
you making jokes about obesity. Anyway, we love you so much, guys.
Leanness.
It's been great. Don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. We do
Leanness.
it like we do it every other week. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And
We are out of here.